Welcome to the Class is Permanent podcast. Today is Tuesday, February 10th. We are officially at episode number 20, our Dele Alli episode. Who's someone else that wears 20, Pooch?
Do you want to know a fun fact about Dele Alli?
Okay.
He's losing $15,000 a day because he's gambling it all away. People at the casino are, quote, calling him a, quote, whale, which in gambling terms means a rich lad who you can get a lot of money off of.
Understandable. I guess we'll jump into that. Today's episode, we're going to get into some of the news. We'll talk a little bit about Bad Bunny. We'll go into the weekend recap, which was supposed to not be the best games, but actually had some good games. A midweek preview. We'll get into our segment Ball Knowledge, which we have just created. And we'll get into Pubalgia. We'll go into a Mystery 11 and a new segment that Pooch has created called Yes That Footballer, which means that I'm probably going to win it in about 30 seconds, or it's going to be so complicated that we never do it again. Anyway, away we go.
Class is permanent! Hey, 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 hey. Form is temporary!
Alrighty. If you couldn't tell, I'm already joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Bad Poochie. Pooch, how are we?
I'm good, evolving. I think...
Pretty good.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to keep rolling with it until it
Just make
it
sure it's not
dies
bald.
down.
Make sure it's not bald.
No, Balvin. Like J Balvin.
It's E Balvin. E Balvin.
E Balvin. Okay. My pronunciation skills aren't the best. But I'm doing as good as one can be after losing a Super Bowl the night before. So
definitely a tough one. So I apologize there. Transparently though,
transparently was not the toughest loss I've experienced in the Super Bowl.
I was gonna say if you went into that game thinking the Patriots were gonna win the game, and I'm not saying like zero chance, but I'm saying like it was pretty clear the Seahawks were probably the best team in the NFL this year, top to bottom. If you went in there thinking like, oh my God, I can't believe we lost this game, I think you're a little out of your mind. Now, naturally, as a fan, you're always like talking yourself into why you're going to win the game, get your hopes up. But I
had faith in my team to get the win, but I also wasn't going to be devastated because we were 4-13 last year. My dream season this year was win a first round playoff game.
Exactly.
That to me was like, man, we had the best season ever if we just win the first round of a playoff game. So the fact that we got all the way to the Super Bowl with this team, like, I'm okay. And, like, I can name 3 losses in the Super Bowl that I've had off the top of my head that were more devastating to me. So
100%. And I mean, at the end of the day, listen, they did play the easiest schedule I think of all time. Like statistically in the regular season, playoffs, I don't know, but you can only play who's in front of you. So like I don't really blame the team for that. Now, that being said, is that why they probably looked a little bit exposed against that Seattle defense? Sure. I mean, May looked a little shell-shocked. And I read some crazy stat. He gets sacked on 45% of his pressures in the playoffs. Now, why is that crazy? You're like, well, he's getting pressured. Because if you face like 10 pressures a game, which you usually face more, you're getting sacked on half of those. Which when the center got pushed back into him, there was a couple where I was a little surprised because he's a mobile quarterback that I'm like, he should be scrambling away and at least throwing the ball away. I don't know. That kind of caught me off guard. I didn't really expect to see that.
Yeah, as a Patriot fan, I'll say that I think there's 2 main reasons. The first reason, and I think it's probably more this reason than the other, is that we took on in the playoffs, I think 4 of the top 5 or 6 defenses in the NFL this year. So it's like you're going up against the best D lines in the game. So it's like if you don't have the best offensive line, like you're going to lose those battles. And then the second one is we had 4 new offensive linemen this year. Only our right guard was a holdover from last year.
Yeah.
So it's like and 2 of those guys are rookies. Where it's like
left side.
Yeah, which I think both are going to be NFL vets for 10 plus years. Like, I don't think they're bad. Like, by any stretch, I think those 2 are the core to our offense, to Drake May's offensive line for the next decade.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, I think that there's some stuff that they both need to work on. But I would say our loss was a mixture of the offensive line, Drake May's performance and then the play calling. I think they're
Yeah.
way too conservative for way too long. But
Well, I mean, some of it too is the fact that Drake May is just missing wide open receivers at certain points. I mean, I remember there was one that was like a
Yeah.
15 out to the left. I think it was to maybe to Diggs, and he like put it in the dirt. Like, you just can't miss those throws. You know what I mean? In a day you're struggling.
Yeah, and this may sound like I'm coping or I'm trying to stick up for May, which I am in a sense. When you have like 0.7 seconds to like a second and a half to read a game and throw a ball before you're getting clocked, like
Mhm.
you might not have the most accurate throws. Now, with that being said, a guy like Tom Brady, a guy like Peyton Manning, a guy like Matt Stafford makes those throws like with that short amount of time.
I mean,
Like,
it is what it is. It was overall, it was obviously a shitty football game. Like, just it was just boring. I mean, it sucks too because I ended up winning some money on it, but it was frustrating because I kind of predicted it pretty well. I was like, this is going to be a low scoring game. I had Cooper Cup like on all my parlays. My dumb ass though was like, oh, Cooper Cup's going to go off, and I just naturally took JSN to go up, and I'm like, wait, how does he go off? If you know what I mean? Like, I didn't put
you
that
forgot
together.
about Christian Gonzalez.
Well, no. Here's the thing: is the reason why I bet on Cooper Cup as heavy as I did is because I knew JSN was getting covered by Christian Gonzalez. So in my head, I was like, bet. But then I was like,
so
you know,
good.
but I was like, it's still JSN, so like, he'll still have a good game. But then the other thing I did is I bet heavily on Kenneth Walker, thrilled about, but I'm like, well, like you have to start doing the math in your head. The ball can only go so many places so many times. Like you can't have JSN with 110 receiving yards, Cooper Cup with 80 receiving yards, and Kenneth Walker with 125 rushing. You know what I mean? Like you literally can't go up and down the field that often, or it's a blowout. So whatever, it is what it is. I enjoyed it. It was fun. Let's go to our resident Cuban here, and Mr. Owen. What do we think of that Benito halftime performance?
Yeah, I mean that was just it was just beautiful, really touching. I would say.
Oh,
I unfortunately couldn't watch it.
what?
I was watching the All American halftime show featuring
Understandable, especially as a proud Cuban like yourself.
Yeah,
Cuban American.
That's just kind of more my speed.
Correct.
I heard great things about the bunny, and I'm a fan, but I was really just kind of staying in my lane, and it was great. The All American halftime show.
Awesome. Owen, how do you feel that Mr. Bunny called out your nation of origin, Canada, in terms of all like countries in the Americas coming together? He listed off.
Did I just have a stroke?
No, he called out Canada.
My country of origin, Canada.
Yeah, aren't you Canadian?
Is this a joke?
No, thought you were Canadian.
No, not even a little bit.
What is going on?
Yeah, I like moose, like the animal.
Okay.
I like meese.
That's probably where I connected.
Yeah,
he likes
right.
Meese with
I'm always talking about that.
Yeah, so you're always talking about moose. And you're a Vikings fan. And a Timberwolves fan.
Skull.
I just thought you were Canadian.
No, just Cuban for today.
Okay.
Again.
The crazy part is we're going to do like probably 15 to 20 minutes on Pubalgia. And I think that little like interaction was far and away the worst part of the show. All right. Booj, what did you write here? Yeah, Bad Bunny was phenomenal. Did anyone else have an issue with like his mic? I had like a hard time kind of hearing his like audio through it. But I mean, I was still. I
had a tough time too with the language barrier. I don't know if you guys picked up on that.
Was he speaking English?
Yeah.
The one actual thing I want to say is obviously, it was phenomenal. The camera work and the visuals of that Super Bowl, I feel like it was like a step above anything in the past. I don't know, the way that
they did pretty good.
The way they had that thing moving around, it was honestly electric, and it just elevated.
You want to know why? Because the cock produced it. Peacock, NBC.
Yeah, but they do like every third Super Bowl. I don't know why they decided to lock in this year.
Well, because the Olympics are on too, so they got to lock in. It's a year of locking in.
They did have a good year
for those guys over there.
Real quick, I was talking about this with my family today. All right, so Bad Bunny's done. Next year's Super Bowl in LA.
Sabrina.
So it's funny. Me and my family were talking about. Well, I was just throwing out names. I'm not saying who I want. Sabrina's probably a name that comes up. I said Zach Bryan, and then my girlfriend said that's controversial, and I was like, I guess, but I didn't really think it was that controversial. But I understand. Taylor Swift is obviously like the elephant in the room, right? Like,
They're not. She's never gonna do it. If she didn't do it when Travis was playing, she's never
Right.
gonna do it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, and my girlfriend's like, "Oh, why don't like she should do it when the Chiefs play?" And I'm like, the only thing is they announce this before you know who's in it. It's not like you could just like wait for the AFC Championship game. Like, oh, I'm going to do it now. It's like this is planned in like I don't know, start of the season.
Do you wanna know who my dark horse to get it next year is gonna be? It's gonna
Harry
be
Styles.
Post Malone.
Ooh, I would like a
He
little
has-
posty.
He has music for every genre that I think a lot of people would be able to get into. And it's like, I feel like the one thing with Sabrina Carpenter or like even Harry Styles, it's not really stadium anthem-y songs.
I agree with that.
Where like
Sabrina probably
like-
more than Harry, but I get what you're saying.
but like even for the audience, like I get the audience isn't NFL. Like you're it's like not made for us three who watch NFL week in, week out, where we're keeping up. It's for mainly people that are like, it's the Super Bowl. It's Sabrina Carpenter's playing. I'll watch it because Sabrina's, but like it's for like people who aren't maybe as into the Super Bowl, for like the normal spectators that watch once a year. But I think Post Malone would be a really good one. Where you can get a lot of different genres in a 15-minute window and everybody kind of be happy.
I could see that. The other thing that we talked about is maybe BTS, like a massive K-pop band, which that would be like, I agree with you, Pooch. Like it's a little risky for them to go back-to-back years with like a different language, but also they don't seem to care. You know, like.
But do you see Rock Nation reaching out to BTS to
keep
do
forgetting
that?
it's Rock Nation. You're right. Here's the only reason why.
Because that's why Drake will never get it. Drake would be a good one, but he'll never get it.
The only thing also with Drake is like Drake would do. I mean, I'm a huge Drake fan. I think Drake would do amazing because he has like such a catalog that he could do like 4 or 5 of like songs that were #1 on the charts. I just also think like I don't know if it's his crowd. Like I don't know. When I went to his concert, I don't know. It's weird. It's like weird to say. It's like he's like obviously not really a dancer. He's very energetic on stage, but it's also like not a. I don't know. I almost feel like you do better with just a band sitting up there playing. It's like you almost have to have like a full choreography or none. I don't know if that makes sense. Like if you have a little bit, it's kind of weird. And I feel like Drake, like he's gonna want to like kind of run around the stage and like do stuff, but he's not gonna like dance or like do what Bad Bunny did, where he's like going to different like artistic sets. I guess that's my point. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. He could. Drake would be awesome, but I also think he's laying low right now because that fraud Kendrick Lamar put such slander on his name, and this is like honestly where I like. Low key, I believe, like 45 a little bit, where it comes to fake news. Like people just latch on to fake news sometimes. My dad is still believing that the little kid that Bad Bunny gave the Grammy to was the kid that was detained by ICE. It's like that's not, it wasn't that kid. But
I didn't even put that together. I was still trying to figure out what he said at the beginning of Titi Mi Pregunto.
I think you figured it out. You did pretty good.
I know. I was so hyped when that came on first.
Imagine if we had this for Champions League. And I know like they do it before the game or whatever. Imagine you actually had like a proper halftime show for Champions League, like Super Bowl level. Who would they pick and why?
Etta Astrafi, Albanian legend.
Nah,
not really.
Oh, SD Kid, around in the phone.
Maybe Dave.
Probably if we're being honest, either I would say Dave or Dua
Ed
Lipa,
Sheeran.
one of the two.
What about Sench? It also
Sench
depends
would
where
be
they
good.
are. Here's the thing, though.
Dua would
Who?
be electric. For
But Dua
either
did
of
it.
Dua would be good in the Super Bowl too. That's
Yeah,
another one.
That was a name I'd written down for the Super Bowl.
You were right.
Here's
Calvin
the-
Harris.
Who?
Calvin Harris.
Like what? I
He's
feel
got,
so
like,
close to
DJ
you right now.
songs.
He does not have 3 songs. You don't know Calvin Harris like that, Owen.
Oh my god, he just snatched your chain. That's
I mean,
crazy.
you could low bro me for Calvin Harris. That's all you, man.
That's Poochie just little bro.
I wasn't saying for the world.
Just
I wasn't saying for the Super Bowl. I was saying for Champions League.
Oh,
Champ-
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's more European. Like he would be.
They would probably just do it based on the
Champions League.
country they're in, though. Like they're not going to bring Sench out to fucking like Milan. You know, I mean, like not that it's
Right.
far, but you know, they'd probably have like some whatever Italian big like. Ooh, low key, you get Andrea Bocelli out there. Just fucking letting it rip. Okay, sorry. Never mind. You guys don't know Andrea Bocelli.
Nah, that was a bad take. I'm gonna be
You guys
honest.
don't fuck with Andrea Bocelli.
No, I fuck with him, but like imagine you go to a Champions League final, you're hyped up, Barcelona's playing, and they're like, now at halftime, Andrea Bocelli. You're like, all right, I gotta go pee.
Wait,
I
when you
gotta
hear
get some.
Ava
I gotta get
Maria
a beer.
live as Barca, like that would be ridiculous. You're good. You're good. You stay on that side. Uncultured swine.
Yeah, well, when I'm Winnie the Poohing it as Arsenal drop 3 on your head in the Champions League final, you'll at least be leaving the
Yeah.
stadium like we left with something. I got Ave Maria by Bocelli, and I'll sit there with my pants off as I'm getting arrested.
I feel like I'd enjoy myself in that case.
Wait, what?
Type shit. All right, Pooch, talk to me. I don't even know what the hell you wrote down here. Any Akuleo. You didn't
I don't
just
know
fuck
how
with
to
me, did you?
pronounce her last. No, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. So she was in the news maybe a year and a half ago because she
How do you
was
say her first name?
Eni or
Oh,
Eni.
okay. Eni, okay. Oh.
Once you see her face, you'll know. Yeah.
Oh, she
So-
has the worst takes.
Yeah. So not only does she have bad takes, but she was in the news maybe like a year and a half ago. And she basically called out Ian Wright out of nowhere about being a male pundit in the women's game and how like this should be female only and stuff like this. And she received so much backlash because Ian Wright does like everything for women's football, like trying to promote it and
Okay.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like in the past, he's even paid for player surgeries when the club didn't want to. Like he'll do anything to help grow
Mhm.
the sport on the women's side. And then I guess yesterday or the day before, she went on a show and
Okay.
basically called him out again, where she was like, I'm sitting up in the stands for the Champions League final. It was either the Champions League or no, the Euro final. And it's me and some other woman who have, first of all, she said the other woman had 170 caps for England. She had 105. And she goes, so combined in between us, we have 190 caps. And everybody was like, that is not correct at all. Like that number's off. And but she was like, and then I look at the pundits and there's 4 women and 2 males. And she calls out one of the males and she's like, I don't even know if he ever played for England. And Ian Wright was there and just goes at Ian Wright again and is just insufferable with it to the point where now, like, you know, Laurel Woods, the presenter,
Yes.
she went on Twitter today and put out like 3 different tweets, basically just ripping her, being like, it's not about how many caps you have that gives you the
Right.
right to be a pundit. Like,
Yeah.
it's about all of this, and then goes into Ian Wright's impact on the women's game and all of this stuff. And like, I also saw that apparently over the past year and a half, because she's kind of been laying low since the first incident, she's been sending people cease and desist letters and suing people because she goes on
God.
Twitter and searches her own name, and any negative thing she sends those people, those Twitter
Oh
accounts,
my
like
God.
sues them. There's also everything's coming out now where she, in an interview recently too, she refers to herself in the third person. She's saying like Eni's the great like a great pundit. She knows exactly what she's doing. Like, it's just really weird stuff. And it's just
Yeah.
like, it's like, I thought it was important, like not important to discuss, but something to discuss where it's like, it's just, you have to read the room. Like, I don't think she reads the room at all. And it's like, I don't know. It's bad.
Yeah. You know where she played the majority of her career? I just looked it up. What team?
London City Lionesses.
Is that Chelsea?
No.
That she played the majority of her career at Chelsea.
That makes so much sense now.
Tough one for the Chelsea. All right. Any other news, fellas, before we jump into the games here? Oh, and why don't you share something cool that happened to you this weekend or something that we should be aware of?
Yeah, that's really good. Glad you brought that up. A lot happened this weekend. Let's see. Jermaine Cole, also
Yeah.
known as J. Cole, dropped an album on
Did
Friday.
he?
The Fall Off, his final farewell album, and kind of his departure from the hip hop game.
Wow. That's good news. I didn't know that. Not good news that he's departing, but I'll listen to that after this. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can you maybe say a couple of lines from the song?
Yeah, let me think. This is tough. The amount of times he says the word "vil" though in the album,
Yeah.
it's a little
Well, he's from the Ville.
distracting.
He
is
said
from the
it's
Ville.
he said it so much in his old albums that I started calling my hometown the Ville.
Right, that's awesome. Yeah.
Then you're from it. There's no Ville in our hometown.
No, not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit.
And I can't imagine it was what J. Cole had anticipated when he was referencing the Ville throughout his whole career. But shout out Jermaine. He's a friend of the show, so it's important.
First time, long time. Okay.
Yep.
That was well done, Owen. You know that? Well done for being on the spot. Owen's working really hard behind the scenes. We haven't had a post in 2 weeks, but for being behind the scenes, he came up with a good one. I miss Mustache Owen. You know that? I do. Owen shaved the mustache, and I was just back to Owen.
I've gone corporate in the last couple of weeks. Been busy kind of building my career. So
Okay.
I had to say goodbye to the mustache, but it'll come back.
Okay, fair enough. Can't hate you there. All right, let's jump into a quick weekend recap. Let's start with the most pain. United beat Spurs 2-0. Yeah, I mean, it just is kind of is what it is. We're shit. Romero gets a red, which, like, it's a red, but I've also seen just, like, multiple of those happen, and it's a yellow. So I'm, like, kind of, like, I don't know. I think he does get reffed a little differently. But he's now, I think he's out, what, 3? I think he's out 3 games or 4, because the straight red, I think, is a 3-game suspension, and then he already had a yellow accumulation. So I think that adds a game, too. So it's just, like, and we have our hardest run of the season coming up over the next 4, so it's like, this is just awesome. And United are on 4-match winning streak.
Can I just say something real quick on Romero?
Yeah, this is going to be so biased.
I think
Here he goes.
he's a great player.
But Saliba and Gabriel are the best in the world.
No, I wasn't going to say that.
Imagine them on set pieces.
Hold on. I'm going to say, I think he gets overrated. I think he is a top 10 center back in the world, but we constantly throw him in these conversations of top 5. And I'm not even saying the Arsenal center. I'm not even discussing them right now. I'm just saying the best center backs stay on the field when you need them. The best captains stay on the field when you need them. He is not playing. He's not 23 years old where it's like you can get mad at him because, like, or you can let him off the hook. You're like, he's a young guy. Like, he's still learning the game, like trying to get up with the pace. He's been in the league for a decent amount of years now. He knows the league. He knows what's right and wrong, and he's the captain of your club, and he's going out there doing that, like, in a game where you guys need him to do that. And then on top of that, like, he now is out for the North London Derby. He's out for 4 games when you guys need your captain and, I would say, arguably your best player in the game. Like, and he let you guys down.
Yeah.
And I don't think, like, that's captain material or the standing of one of the best center backs in the world material. Playing wise, he's fantastic. He can do everything, but he can't stay on the field. And I think that's a big issue for him. And we've said it throughout his career that that's an issue for him, that he can't stay on the field in some of the big moments.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my thought.
Yeah. How many caps do you have?
But we're doing the punditry.
Yeah.
Where,
why don't you put your World Cup on the table? Okay. Anyway.
Without Messi, he wouldn't have a World Cup.
To be fair, like, yeah, it's like their best player.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't know what type. How many does Saliba have? How about Gabriel?
World Cups?
Yeah, put him on. How about Copa Americas? How about Euros? Put him on the table.
What are we bringing
FA
team
Cup?
trophies in for? Listen, I had a non-biased response. I'm trying to be as neutral as possible.
I just don't have any. Yeah, I mean, the guy's gonna leave Spurs this summer anyway. He's checked out. He hates Thomas Frank.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that's a big loss. I think you guys can bring 2 other center backs that are just as good and will stay on the field.
Well, Luka Vuskovic is coming, so prepare the league. Except I don't know if he ever plays a minute for us. I think he's going to get here in the summer.
Mickey Van de Ven is the guy where if
Yeah.
he's the one where I'm sitting there and I'm like, damn, I can't believe we lost him. Romero, low key, he's like a low key can go type of guy.
Here's the only way I disagree with you is I just think he is so checked out. So like he's making kind of stupid decisions because when he is locked in, he doesn't really like. He can be a little bit rash at times. I think that gets overblown. That's not a good example now because he just got sent off. I just think it's one of those things like he's checked out. He's clearly frustrated. He's gone at Frank. He's gone at the board multiple times publicly, like on Instagram, multiple times recent. And I just think like honestly, it's a little bit of bad luck on this one because he goes for the ball. Like he does nothing wrong and he accidentally steps on the guy's ankle. So it's not like he went 2 feet from behind somebody. Like he didn't do it at Aho where you're watching. You're like, what are you doing? It's kind of like you watching. You're like, bruh. Whereas if it was Pedro Porro, we're probably like, all right, a bit unlucky. And I may be even arguing that's a yellow. That being said, I agree with you that if he goes, am I going to go sit in my bed and cry? No. But I also think as much as it's like, oh, he can go, it's also difficult where it's like he is a top center back when he's on the field and he's a winning mentality, which at Tottenham, we don't have a lot of that. So that's where you were more so, and like he's more frustrated with Frank and the board than he is with just like, oh, I'm a dickhead. You know what I mean? He wants to win. So whatever.
And I understand that, but like watching that game, like you guys were in that game. You guys, I thought were playing better than United up until that point, and that's what lost you guys the game.
100%. But
where it's like,
I mean, this Spurs team sucks.
Yeah.
It's just frustrating because this Spurs team is off to a worse start than like Postecoglou's Spurs team was, I think, last season. Before the end, like this was around the time like the injuries got like their worst because I remember we came out of the winter window and we're like we are totally fucked the back end of the season, and we were doing decent in Europe, but it's like, well, I don't know, this whole thing with Frank, he's got to go. The board though earlier in the season, because obviously like we talked about, like Vinay comes in, he talks about player trading and bringing new players in. They just put out like a new statement saying like this summer is when we're going to spend big, and it's just like, so when we're in the championship. You know, like I don't know. I understand Romero and Van de Ven, who are two budding world class talents, sitting here like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? They're like, I don't know. It's, you know what it is to me? It's when like you have a freshman 5-star quarterback come in, or like a rookie quarterback. This is kind of what happened with Dart. When you have a rookie quarterback that comes in that everyone knows is supposed to be the starter, but you're like, oh well, we're saving him because this year's kind of a wash. You have like your like top offensive lineman, your top defensive lineman, like these players that are in the trenches are like, oh, so I get to go out there and be like bust my ass all day just for you guys to protect it. It's like, no, like I play every day to win. I play every day to put my all in. So for you guys to not back us and like support it, like fuck you, I'm out. You know, and I get that. So whatever, it is what it like. I am so checked out. I say this every week. My God, I like every time Tottenham play, I could just play this on repeat. I really don't care. Like until the board shows true ambition. And honestly, I gave them a pass for this past summer. I really did. They went for Eze. They went for Morgan Gibbs White. Like they went for, I guess, Morgan Gibbs White first. That was an unprecedented situation. Like what happened? They paid the money. They did everything right. Doesn't happen. They got Kudus, happy about that. They then go for Nico Paz. It doesn't go through. Like he doesn't want to leave. Okay, whatever. They then go for Morgan Rogers. Aston Villa's like, we're not selling him. Okay. They trip into Xavi Simons, which terrific. But it's one of those things where it's like, I can't really blame them. Like, I can't tell you like to force a player to come to the club. Like you can't do anything about that. But what I can tell you is like, they put up the money and they made the deals happen when they had to. It's just frustrating because it's like, I was like, all right, we should be good this year. Let's see. And now it feels like we're just back to, it's like, make a decision, man. Like go for it or don't. But like you have fans here who pay, I think, the highest ticket in Europe. I think top 5 for sure. Show up every week. You have this beautiful new stadium. You talk about yada yada bullshit, and it's like, I can't be arsed to say it the way they would. Like I really cannot be arsed. You have this top academy. You don't use it. Like I'm like sick of talking about it. Honestly, I really am. So I'm gonna move on. Good luck to United against West Ham. I kind of want to see the guy cut his hair because it's not that it's getting annoying, but it's just like I kind of want to see what he looks like with short hair.
No, the best would be they lose and he's at
When,
4. Like I think this is the second
and-
time they've gotten to 4 in a row,
Yeah.
and they lost they lost the last time. So that'd be hilarious if everybody's like, let him cut his hair and then they lose and he has to start over.
How
It'd be
much?
so funny.
How much more do you have to see from Michael Carrick to say he's my manager for next season?
I wait till the summer either way.
No, 100%.
He's not going anywhere. It's if United tell him like we're gonna make our decision in a week or two after the World Cup, he's going to wait a week or two after the World Cup. He's not going to jet over to Ipswich Town to become their manager. But like, if I was
I meant more
United,
so.
if I was,
yeah, go.
yeah, if I was the board, I would wait till after the World Cup and see what managers are available and what are interested. Because if a Thomas Tuchel becomes available, I take Thomas Tuchel like over Carrick.
You know
Like
what's
there's
tough about
certain
that?
guys.
I don't know. That just feels very like. Here's the thing. I get what you're saying. Like Tuchel's obviously world class manager, yada yada. I just feel like though, like this. I think I said it in the chat. Maybe I said like this feels like an Ole situation. Like Ole told you who to sign. He was ready to get this project going, and you kind of sack him, and then you go into like a couple years of shit. And that's where I'm like, and I get it too. You also like if you don't feel like Carrick's the guy, he's not the guy. But it's like he turned this team around immediately. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like what does he have to do? And again, right? I know you want to see all the managers available. What does he have to do at the end of the season on his resume for you to be like, yeah, he's our strongest? Like, is it a top 4 finish probably minimum, right? Because of how they're playing. And then like, what else does he have to do? I don't even know what else he can do at that point. They're not in a title race. You know what I mean? They're probably not a top 3. It's like just perform well. Like it's almost like, right? Are they in any, like, they're not in Carabao, are they? No, the Carabao. No.
They're out of everything.
Right. So it's like, what does he have to do? I guess like a top 3 finish, top 4 finish, just to show like him. I don't know.
It's definitely an interesting one.
Yeah. Just because he took a team with no transfers. You know what I mean? Like it's not like he changed players. He just took the team and made a win. I don't know. I like Carrick a lot. I like his demeanor too. With a lot of egos coming into management, it's kind of also nice to have just like a club legend come in and just be like, I don't know. It just feels simple. You know what I mean? Which I think United kind of need. They don't need an ego to be like, I'm the manager. You listen. Like, I feel like they kind of just need someone to come in and be like, all right, guys, like this is how we're playing. We line up, we go out, we play hard. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. Whatever. Pooch, I didn't watch this. You obviously did. Arsenal beat Sunderland 3-0. You wrote, Gyökeres has arrived.
Yeah, he had a brace. I think that puts him at 8 Premier League goals now this year. Which obviously when you look at like a Haaland, he has 20. But I don't think it was, I think he's having a good year. And yeah, it was a good performance, a little cagey affair in the first half, but once we got the first goal, I felt confident. So, yeah, I think it's good for the title race. I feel more confident with this team than any past Arsenal team in a title race because it feels like they finally are really blocking out the noise. And in the past, you could tell like, oh, like City won today. Oh God, okay, we have to win. We have to win. We have to win. Now it just feels like they're sitting there and they're like, we're the best team in the league. We know it, and we're gonna go show it today. Like we'll do anything we can to get the win. And I think you're seeing it because guys like Zubamendi are. I think
he's
Zubamendi
terrific.
now he is like 5 or 6 Premier League goals playing the 6, which is for any 6, like that's a really good output in your first half of the season in the Premier League. So I'm not going to make the case right now, but when the World Cup rolls around, I'm going to make the case that he should be starting over Rodri for the Spanish national team.
I'd say at this point, yes.
Yeah, and I know we'll have that discussion when it comes to it, because I know you're heavily linked in the Spanish national team.
Sources.
So we'll discuss them, but we can move past Arsenal because I know we got other things to talk about.
Yep, real quick. So Wolves fall to Chelsea 3-1. Cole Palmer has a hat trick. Interesting. I mean, for someone who's homesick, and I guess he's auditioning for United. He wants to be part of Michael Carrick's
Tricky Reds.
Tricky Reds. I mean, I understand why he would. It's an exciting young project on the way up.
It's also let's not be like he's back. He scored a hat trick against a team that's going down.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
That has like 1 win in the Premier League this year. Like we're like, let's not say he scored a hat trick against the Galacticos or like prime Barca.
Yep.
Like,
no, I agree with you.
Come on.
I agree with you. Not to mention, I mean, one of them was a pen.
Yeah.
So okay, Pen Almer. What'd you write here? LinkedIn Liam. Is this a Pooch nickname or is this going around?
It's going around. I just wanted to read the whole thing.
LinkedIn Liam has done it again. Best manager in the league. Sarcasm. He is a wanker. Pooch really got the Chelsea lads. I know they're balling their fists right now. Where's Chelsea in the table? Like, what's their outlook for the rest?
They're fifth or sixth, I think.
They're fifth. Yeah, I mean they have a chance
They're
at a
in
top
the
three
hunt.
finish.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they beat Wolves, who have one win. Yeah, I mean this is horrific. Like, if you're part of that Wolves team, what are you even thinking at this point of the year? It's like, all right, let me go try hard every week. At this point, like, you just like,
I think they're still trying hard because they know that they could, if they play well enough, they could stay in the Premier League with a different club or move to another side. Like,
I thought you were about to say they could fight. I was like, they got 8 points. Pooch.
No,
you need
they're
26.
playing for themselves. They're playing for themselves at this point.
Spurs are literally, by the way, well, not necessarily.
No, I know. They're not going down. They're not going down, Spurs.
I kind of hope
everybody's going to say it.
That'd be so hype. Low-key, if we went down and won the championship, that'd be so fucking hype. But we also won the Champions League this year. That'd be so sick. That we, like, on a Wednesday night, we have to, like, defend our Champions League title against PSG. But then on Saturday, we're going down to fucking, I don't know, Ipswich Town.
Plymouth Argyle.
Yeah, we got to go to Kenilworth Road. Like, we go from playing, like, Ousmane Dembele to, I don't know. Who was the bald guy that used to play? John Joe Shelby, resurrecting his career. All right, talking about John Joe Shelby. Newcastle fall to Brentford 2-3. Pooch Stradamus has struck again. I didn't watch this game, Pooch.
I didn't either. Let's move past it.
Brentford doing well, though. Sitting in 7th. I mean, Everton are having a very good year, too. I did not realize that.
Everton. They got David Moyes. They got Kieran Dewsbury Hall, Jack Grealish. They're truly like Barclays in 2026.
You always got to love a little Barclays for you. And then this was, I would say, probably the game of the weekend. So Liverpool versus City. City mount a late comeback here to beat Liverpool 2-1. Obviously, not resurrect, but to kind of stay in the hunt here for the title. Let's just break this down by goal. That Szoboszlai free kick was ridiculous. Like, ridiculous.
Nuts.
He, at this point, is the best free kick taker. I don't know. Is there someone else I'm missing? I mean,
no.
He's ridiculous. And I love his play style, like that. I know he's not playing as a true 10; he's kind of playing deeper, but like that true 10 is just such an awesome position. We haven't had it in so long because nowadays, like, your 10s are like Dani Olmo, Fermin Lopez, Jude Bellingham. Like, you don't have like these like even like Bruno isn't really a 10. I feel like he's like a playmaking 8. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just awesome to have a player with low key. And maybe this is a crazy take. Like, I've just always felt like Trent in a 10 would be also cheeky. Like, I don't know. He just has that playmaking. Maybe he's not doing like, he's not beating his man off the dribble, but like he just has that like finesse ability too that like Szoboszlai has. I don't know. He doesn't really, maybe he doesn't have the pace, but Szoboszlai hits a banger. I'm like, oh my God, this is it. As an Arsenal fan, you must have been thinking this is the title. I know you have to see the game out, but
a split second I did, but then I was like, it's City. They're going to get a point minimum out of this.
And this was my issue is, and like, it's so funny how much I bring on my dad, and I sat on the couch and watched like these games with him. Him and I are sitting there, and at the end of the game, so first off, City, I could not understand their attack. Like, I couldn't understand like what they were doing. You had like Haaland and Semenyo standing next to each other, Nico Riley 3 steps behind them, just like the three of them in a little mini I don't know. Long story short, though, I'm sitting there and I'm like counting. I'm like, Liverpool have 11 players behind the ball, and they're like 3 steps outside their 18. I'm like, you can't play this way because you're literally just getting walked down into your own box. Like, the ball's going to go in the net. Haaland has a great header down to Bernardo Silva, who finishes it 1-1. And then the winner here. So you tell me, Pooch, what do we think here? It's obviously a penalty for Haaland. Who brought him down? Why can't I remember? Oh, it was Alisson brings down Mateus Nunes. Ball played into the box. It's a bouncing ball. Alisson comes flying out, and Nunes gets first touch to it, and then Alisson takes out Nunes. Transparently, like, I thought this was a penalty from the moment it happened. I understand why, like, some people said, like, oh, come on, it's a bit harsh. If that happened outside the box, that's a free kick in a second. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it wasn't a pen. Like, it definitely was a pen. The only thing that made me think maybe it wasn't was, could he get to the ball after, like, he touched it? Which his touch, it was going out of bounds.
Yeah, no matter what.
So, like, and I think Alisson was close enough to, like, Alisson was mid-slide when he ran into him, But like you said, like if that's outside the box, that's a pen that's a
Here's
free kick all day. So like as an Arsenal fan, I have no issue with them calling that a pen because I'm like, that's a pen. Like
yeah.
that is a
I
pen
mean,
by the letter of the law.
here's I agree with you, and I understand what you're saying because that was my dad talking to me. He's like, well, like he can't get to the ball. The thing is, though, is the reason Nunez also has to take the touch the way he does is because Allison is sliding.
Yeah.
You know, like you have to get around the sliding player, which is like part of the foul. That being said, Holland tucks it away, whatever. Let's talk real quick about literally what was it, the last kick of the game. This was awesome. So everybody's up for Liverpool, trying to get a point, trying to steal one late. Someone clears the ball down the field to Holland. It's a foot race between Holland and Szoboszlai, which everybody knows. I mean, actually, you know what? It was Shirky. Shirky hits the ball down to them. It's a foot race. It is obvious that Holland's about to go by Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai grabs Holland, like pulls him to try and stop him, which if Holland goes down in that minute, it's obviously, what is it? It's like, it's not an obvious goal scoring opportunity, red card, whatever. But Holland doesn't go down. So now they're running. Szoboszlai's got another foot ahead of him. Holland now pulls Szoboszlai. The ball just rolls into the net. I think everybody just wanted to see it be a goal and no whatever. Move on because it's 3-1. Who cares? Obviously, they have to call it back because the ball would not have gone in. And this is my understanding. The ball is not going in the net unless Holland fouls Szoboszlai again the second time. But you obviously cannot give Holland that foul, no goal. You have to go all the way back. Awesome. That was like, what I love is this was supposed to be the best game. And this is like this like street footy bullshit that you just never see. Like if you're a ref, how do you even ref that in the moment?
Yeah, so I actually saw something after that they didn't even show on the broadcast with the
Okay.
The VAR actually messed up even more. I know, shocking.
Okay.
Holland was across the halfway yard line into Liverpool's territory.
Oh, he was offsides.
There was only one defender in front of him towards the net. The
Right,
goalies, Allison's up in the 18. So technically, the last man
Szoboszlai
is the only one on their side of the field. So it should have been an offsides at the 50-yard line, giving Liverpool a free kick, and Szoboszlai doesn't get a red card.
He doesn't get thrown. Well, that's what I said at the end. I was like,
they didn't even review it. Like it was like they were too focused on the one thing. It was crazy. Like after the game, I saw that and I was like, yeah, that should have been a free kick to I don't think it changes the game, but I think if you're a Liverpool fan, you can look at that and be like, what the hell?
Well, the biggest issue is Szoboszlai got a red.
Yeah, I know.
That was my biggest issue. The game's already over, but now I just lost my best playmaker on a red. So that's where I would have been pissed if I'm Liverpool, where I'm like, bro, you really had to do all this shit. Like, just give him the goal. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. The ball went in, and I get why, because it also like impacts like golden boot rate, like more than people think. But
Also, all of the Liverpool fans online are such cucks for City. I don't know if you see what they're doing. But you guys are different. Liverpool fans, for some reason, hate Arsenal so much. And I'm sure I know why, because Arsenal fans online are unbearable. They call themselves City Pool. And I saw one Arsenal fan, like prominent Arsenal fan, goes, how come Liverpool he was like, City fans, are you guys like okay with Liverpool just like basically being cucks for you guys? And a bunch of City fans replied like, don't know how this started, but it's so funny because we don't respect them in any form. Like he's like, they don't like all the City fans were like, we do not respect Liverpool fans, so it's just so funny that they back us when like we don't respect them at all.
There's also Liver Spurs. I don't know if you know that, but Liver Spurs or Tottenham and Liverpool fans, we get alliances. You know, we alliance up. Yeah, well, I mean, Arsenal fans are horrific. I mean, did we talk about it on the pod? Like these guys talking about like the Barca like greatest team, and people are trying to tell me like Declan Rice walks on the team over Xavi.
Yeah, you know my opinion on Arsenal fans online. Yeah. I think they're the worst. Like
it was bad. It was bad reading some of it. Listen, like you want to say maybe one of the players get in, maybe two. I could hear an argument, but like someone was like,
no, Ethan, as an Arsenal fan, unbiasedly, zero Arsenal players from our current team get into Barca's prime.
Okay, I was trying to be nice. Okay,
no, like literally zero.
Ooh,
like
new question for you, real quick. I was watching something. They did the top 25 players the last 25 years, obviously with 2025 coming to an end.
Yeah,
of Xavi, Iniesta, Modric, Kroos. How do you rank them? This was like a big point.
Probably,
We
I
could
would
just do this as a
go.
segment ourselves, but
I'd probably go. My personal one
that's
would
okay.
be Iniesta 1.
Yeah, smart man.
I would go Modric 2,
Understandable.
Xavi 3. But those
Yeah.
2 and 3, you could convince me to
Yes.
flip them,
Okay.
and then Cruz 4.
Okay. These guys had like, some of them were like, no, Cruz was the best. He was like, and I'm
No.
like, I couldn't. And then here's my other thing: Benzema, Lewandowski, Suarez. How do you rank them? I know mine definitively.
Suarez.
Definitively. And
Like their whole career or their career
last
at
25 years.
Barcelona and
Last 25. So yeah, their whole career.
Then Lewandowski,
Okay.
Benzema, Suarez.
Wow.
I don't rate Suarez highly because I think I think he was carried by Messi, Steven Gerrard, and Neymar.
I disagree with that. I'm not going to argue it because that's not the point of the segment. I would have had and again, I'm a little bit biased here. Suarez, Lewa, Benzema. I think Benzema had 2 to 3 good years, like very, very top years. But other than that, like he did dirty work. Don't get me wrong. For like he scored goals.
My only thing with Benzema over Suarez is I saw Benzema do it with without Bale, Ozil. I had to throw Ozil in there and Ronaldo. Yeah, I just wanted to throw him in there, but without like Ronaldo and Bale on the sides when it was like a young Vinny and Rodrigo, to the point where Benzema in the tunnel before the game was like, "Do not pass him the ball. I swear to God, he's playing against us."
Wait, so what about when Suarez won Atleti La Liga the year he left Barca?
You mean with Griezmann behind him?
I mean, do we need to do this with Benzema
and Yannick Carrasco next to him?
Yeah, that's a good one. Next one, real quick: Marcelo or Dani Alves?
Marcelo.
Bald number.
Marcelo's touch, incredible, great defender. Dani Alves,
great defender. I need to put you on. Oh, and
Dani Alves, hold on. Dani Alves was, I mean, you're talking about two of the top 3, in my opinion, right backs all time. Like, it's at this point, you're choosing between, like, I don't know, like Zeus and Poseidon. Like, who do you got? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those discussions.
Get so nerdy. I don't even want to talk about it. Last one. Neuer, Buffon, Casillas. It's a little tougher, but I have mine pretty easily too.
I think Neuer because he defined the game, changed the game at goalkeeper.
I'll give that.
Then Buffon, then
respect
Casillas.
that.
But you could, once again, it's like we're comparing gods. Like,
no,
we're
100%.
Just men.
Yeah.
I equate it to us at the Pantheon after we like smoked a cigarette outside the Pantheon or whatever they smoked in ancient Greek times.
Yep.
And we're just sitting on the steps. We just paid our offerings, and it's just the boys going like, all right, so Poseidon without the water or Zeus without his thunderbolts. Like, we're just talking game, like we're just talking ball. We're comparing gods against each other here. Like,
Bale.
so like you could tell me like Casillas is better than Buffon and for X, Y, and Z, and I'd be like, sure.
Yeah, I hear you. I agree with that. They I think they went Neuer, Buffon, Casillas.
What's your
Bale,
next one?
Neymar, Mo Salah. I don't know if I'm if you want to throw in.
That's the easiest one. Neymar, Bale, Mo Salah.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. They had Bale outside the top 25. They had someone crazy ahead of him, and I was like, that's a bad take. Like, that's a bad take. Ooh, better one. Ronaldinho. This has got really heated. They had Ronaldinho at like 9, I think. And this they had Ronaldinho at 11. I think they had Pirlo ahead of Ronaldinho. I think they had Neymar. Well, I agree with Neymar ahead of Ronaldinho. I think he's a better player. I don't know. I'll have to look back and see what we can just do this ourselves. Maybe next episode we'll do our top 25, the last 25. They did 50 players. They put 50 players in a list, and then there's 4 or 5 of them. They rank them. So what we could do is us 3 will rank them, and then we'll go through our list and see where we put everybody. It's good discussion and seeing how people rank players and this and that. But it was interesting to see. It was, and the way that narratives change a bit, I think, was very interesting to me. They were like saying certain things that was like, that wasn't the narrative, man. Like, back then, like, that wasn't, I don't know. The Ronaldinho thing, they're like, Ronaldinho was like the great, like, ability-wise, the greatest of all time, yada, yada. And I was like, the only thing, like, he really had, like, they were like, his peak was like 5 years. I'm like, he kind of had like 2 to 3 seasons of peak, and everything else was just like ridiculous. But I don't know, whatever. Real quick, that was all right. I don't think that was the worst little side quest there. I didn't mind that.
No. Oh,
I
I
think that
like
was fun.
that side
Oh,
quest.
and real quick before we jump into some of the games from the rest of the world, what did any takes you disagree with what we just said?
No, not really. I kind of agree. I don't think Ronaldinho is like fun and all, but I really don't like rate him as like one of the all-time greats. Which
I
like,
agree.
maybe that's harsh, but it's like what you said. It was like a couple seasons of some really
Ronaldinho
great footy, but
is, I think, the Lionel Messi of cult heroes. I think, like, I think he is like a god of cult heroes. Not a streets won't forget. That's too low. Like, maybe,
Right.
I don't know. Like, maybe the word isn't cult hero. Like,
it was like his moment for like a couple years, which is like
100%.
that's obviously very important, but
yeah, like Ronaldinho 20 years ago is the best thing I can equate it to would be like if Jesus like walked towards the water and like maybe like because of the light people are like, oh, he's walking on water, and then thousands of years later people are like, he walked across like this entire lake.
He was ridiculous, but I just think, and I'm a Barca fan. The first player I loved was Ronaldinho. He's a big reason I'm a Barca fan. Was just like, how could you not love him?
Him and R9 to me are the same exact player. Great streets won't forget player, but their primes were so short. Like,
yeah,
it's like,
I can kind of see that.
I saw something today where, like, do you remember the running back Terrell Davis? I mean, he played before we were.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
But that guy, he won MVP, he won Super Bowl MVP, he won Offensive Player of the Year. 3 years in a row, he had over 1,500 rushing yards, 1 year over 2,000. Crazy. But he played 7 years, and the last 3 of those 7 years,
were just shit.
He played a combined like 12 games. So like it was really like a 4-year career, but he's in the Hall of Fame, and people say like one of the like his peak was so high that they needed to put him in the Hall of Fame. It reminds me of like an R9 or Ronaldinho, where you're like their peak was so high, you have to consider them as one of the greats. But if you actually look at their career compared to even a guy like Neymar, who has his injury history, like if you put them without the name, both of them side by side comparison, you may lean towards a Neymar because like he has all the goals, he has all the assists, like he has similar accolades. Obviously, doesn't have a Ballon d'Or, but like in the sense of like FIFA Player of the Years,
also
like,
a different
Player
world
of the Years.
When it comes to Ballon d'Or. Like Ronaldinho and them, there was great players, but like, I mean, think about the players that were robbed of a Ballon d'Or during this generation, like the 2010s. Sure, if you want to say him, I don't know which year in the 2010s, but literally.
03.
Well, yeah, okay, but I mean, you said
Pavel Nedved.
Okay, Nedved. But I'm talking like 2010 to 2020, right? Like the Messi, Ronaldo years.
Yeah.
Like Iniesta should have had a Ballon d'Or. Xavi probably could have had a Ballon d'Or.
Lewandowski.
Lewandowski deserved a. Robin probably deserved a Ballon d'Or. I guess Ribery really deserved one more. I know he had that ridiculous. Like the names were saying.
Rossi.
Okay, get the fuck out of here. Pirlo probably deserves a Ballon d'Or for one of those years. I don't. I'm just throwing out names here. Like
Neuer.
Neymar. Yeah, Neuer probably does deserve one. You know what I mean? And I mean, even Buffon, and we're talking now 2006, like he deserves a Ballon d'Or probably over Cannavaro. He finished second to Cannavaro. I think, won it though, because at Real Madrid, 2006 Barca won Champions League. I don't know. Maybe just Real Madrid had a good year. My point being, though, is like, it is crazy to see these other generations where different players win it every year. And I grew up and I mean, I guess all three of us, we grew up in a generation where 2 players won it every year, and it was between them. And every now and then you had a cheeky shout for somebody. Every now and then you had like, Neymar may be the guy this year.
And we're back in that era of like
going back and forth, and
the super gods are gone. We're now just have like the normal gods or like the demigods around.
Well, we'll see. I mean, the way Lamine is playing at 18 years old right now. I mean, and I'll just go into this for the rest of the world. Barca beat up on Mallorca. Mallorca is one of the poorer teams this year in La Liga. Player
Great
for
place
player,
to visit, though.
Would love to. Would you like to go?
Fantastic.
Me and
let's
Pooch are
go.
going to do a Spain trip sometime. It'll be fun.
Side quest.
Main quest. Lamine, like when he is just on the ball, he is. I actually explained this I think last week. A little bit like in dribbling styles. He is my favorite type of dribbler because he's like the silky dribbler. He's the Neymar where like the ball just like, and Ronaldinho had this too, like that the ball is just like part of their body. You know what I mean? Like they just move in a way and you're like, how the fuck did you do that? You know, versus, you know, you have like an Mbappe who I don't think has that silkiness. He just has like that fast twitch and that quick, like it reminds me more of like a crossover. Like
I would say Mbappe is, and maybe this is just because they're country mates, but he reminds me of watching clips of like Henri,
exactly.
where you're like
Exactly.
Casey, like it doesn't have the ball on the string or like on the body, like you
Yes.
said, but like you can't take the ball off of him. Like
Right.
you still are like how the, like you just put a touch 5 yards in front of him
Yep.
and he gets to it and I got there and the ball, he's now past me with the ball. Like what the hell?
I agree with you. It's the pace and power. I mean, just watching what Lamine does week in and week out, it is so fun. Like it really is. If you guys, and I'll tell this to the listeners, like the way Barca's playing right now, I know everyone probably watched against Chelsea and was like, oh, they're kind of playing like shit. Like just turn them on right now because right now we are as close to fit as possible. Pedri's coming back, Gavi's coming back, and like Hansi Flick just has the thing ticking. Like you have at some point 7 to 8 La Masia players on the field, like just moving the ball around. You have Marc Bernal who's scoring goals now, or 6, who is, you know, touted as the next Sergio Busquets. And like Lamine just does things on a weekly basis that if you missed Messi, you need to watch him. Like if you miss like the early days of Messi, you need to watch him. This isn't bias. This is like just person to man to man. If he was playing for Real, I'd say the same thing. Like it is just a different level and it is so much fun. We were talking about Ballon d'Or, like it's going to be, I don't know, him, Mbappe, Haaland, maybe Estinco if he figures it out at Chelsea.
Rice.
Okay.
No, but I'm being serious. Like if
Rice
Arsenal win Champions League and England win the World Cup, I think it's Rice.
It would need to be. Like it would need to be, yeah.
Because it wouldn't be Saka because Saka's having a 50-50, like an average year.
He would be. Rice would, without a doubt. I mean, the performances have been great, but he'd be like he's won everything this year. You know what I mean? Like where he has to be in that top 3 no matter what.
The Rodri.
Essentially, right? Where I think Rice's performances, no, Rodri's I mean, I think they're both on the same level. Rodri, I don't think anyone said he is the best player in the world, but I think everyone understood that the teams he is in, he makes them the best team in the world, if that makes sense. It's like a Busquets type of thing where it's like you take him out of the team, they may still be good, but you put him in and it's like, all right.
Now, if Arsenal win Champions League and Spain win the World Cup, does Zubamendi get it or Marino? Which one?
Oh, no.
Imagine a world where Mikel Marino wins the Ballon d'Or. That would be hilarious.
No, I mean,
it would never happen. It would never happen unless Marino unless Marino is the
he'd have to be
goal,
like
the most goal scorer. Yeah. Comes back and scores the winning goal for Arsenal. Like that would be
the worst.
Absolutely hilarious because he would be by far the worst Ballon d'Or winner in the history
of all time. That's true. That'll be something fun we could do too one day. Maybe one day we'll rank Ballon d'Or winners in tier talk.
Yeah.
We'll do
tier talk. We could do a lot with tier talk.
Dude, see, no, that's a good segment.
Thursday, let's do it. Thursday
we're going to rank Ballon d'Or winners.
10 Ballon d'Or winners.
And we'll do it based on season, right? That's what we're talking about. Like
Messi
19 versus Messi.
Yeah.
Like you can have like Messi be the top 3, but it'll be, you know, okay, that'll be fun. We'll come together. The other thing we have to do then is I want to do a top 25 of the last 25. That'll be fun because I'm curious to see. It's just interesting because some of it is subjective. Like it just is what it is. Like, yes, the top 2 is Messi, Ronaldo. Easily. Whatever. Move on. But like, who's 3? That's something we'll get into.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, and you gave it away.
Sorry. I got excited.
But no, exactly. It's like who's number 3? Like it'll be interesting to see who like we argue for number 3. I know my number 3. But other than that, let's go into the rest of the world. Nice versus Monaco ends 0-0, which is just kind of boring. I didn't watch this. PSG versus Marseille. This surprised me. I kind of forgot this game was PSG thrashing 5. Pooch, did you watch this or have intel on this? I saw the score. I didn't.
No, I just know Marseille's defense was horrendous. Like, I'm pretty sure De Zerbi, if you click on the link I sent in the sheet, that's a video of De Zerbi going in on Beraldi at halftime or at the end of the game.
Polarity.
Yeah.
Well, it's not actually him going in. It's sorry.
I hate to admit this. I watched that video way more times than I should have, trying to figure out if that was real or not.
Watching it's a black man. It's a black man yelling
Yeah.
at a player. You thought that was
Yeah.
Deserby?
Yeah.
Okay.
It took me a couple watches to realize it wasn't. I don't know. I guess I found myself on Marseille TikTok for some reason this
Marseille.
weekend, and every single big Marseille account was posting that
Okay.
video. So I had zero clue. So I was like, all right, these people are clearly in the know. This must be a real video. Let me watch it and see what they're trying to figure out what's happening. And the first watch, I was like, damn, that's crazy. And then I watched it again. I was like, wait, is that Deserby? And then the third watch, I was like, oh, this is a fake video. This is just a meme, a French meme that I'm watching. So
Good stuff. I remember when our boy Joe Campbell used to just send us French memes all the time, and they were funny, but we didn't speak a lick of French, any of us. So we
and
didn't
it was
really
just
get
the same guy over and over again.
Yeah, and it was good. It was good, but
It was
and then
funny.
Roma beat up on Cagliari 2-0.
Yeah.
You said Donnell Mallon is him with 3 goals in 4 games.
This is what we thought Leon Bailey would be when we signed Leon Bailey. So I'm glad we hit one of the Aston Villa guys as a positive. 3 goals in 4 games. He's been playing really well for us at striker, which is what we need with the defense that we have. I think we've fallen out of the race for the league. Never say never, but shout out Beebs.
Ooh, Super Bowl performer.
Maybe, yeah. But I think we're kind of done in the league. So
Wow.
hopefully we can get that Champions League spot and secure our place at the Intercontinental Classic.
Pooch, guess who's creeping up on you? Guess
You guys are not creeping up.
Are you sure? We've only 23 matches played. You have 24. If we win our next match, we're 2 points off of you, Poochie.
If I was walking
With a
on the
much
street
better goal differential.
and Como was walking behind me, I wouldn't try and call 911. Let me just say that.
Okay. Are there people that you
today have been electric? By the way.
How many? Who would you call the police on then, Pooch, if they were just walking behind you?
Probably Man City.
Okay, fair enough.
I would say, honestly, nobody else in terms of Serie A. I think AC Milan would probably call the police on me because we're creeping behind them. I'm trying to think who else.
Yeah, it's kind of a race for second here. I mean, Napoli with the win go ahead. Oh no, but Milan are only on 23 games, so they win one more. It'll be a little bit. They'll only be 5 off Inter, and that'll
it's a pretty the 2 through I would say 7 is a pretty tight race. I could see Atalanta even pulling away and getting second place. They won't, but it's that tight where you're 11 points isn't a ton.
Right.
And especially in the Italian league.
Especially because Como is going to keep creeping up the table, so they're going to probably start beating up on some of these bigger teams too.
Like I said, I wouldn't call 911 on you guys behind me.
That's okay.
So you won't be prepared if anything happens.
Correct. So you're just going to let us do
what
what
we
we
got to do. I'm just not worried. You guys are so unassuming.
Wow. Okay. Who is assuming to you?
Atalanta. Without Lookman, they're looking like a better team.
Bars. All right. Let's jump into a midweek preview here. We don't have too much. We do have the Prem. We got Chelsea versus Leeds. Pooch, who are we thinking?
Big rivalry game, Leeds.
At Stamford Bridge.
At the Bridge.
You know what? Give it to me. I like that. Spurs versus Newcastle. In Tottenham. Owen?
It's so very hard for me to pick Spurs.
I know.
We are a terrible football team and we look terrible every time I watch us play. Newcastle.
What's the meme where it's stoppable force meets movable object? Is that it?
Yeah, it's stoppable force.
Newcastle away this year has 2 wins, 4 draws, 6 losses. Tottenham at home this year
Horrible.
has 2 wins, 4 draws, 6 losses. Both are respectively 16th and 17th in the Prem on home and away form. Like, it's literally stoppable force meets movable object, and I think Spurs win out somehow in that. So,
All right, give me a 0-0 draw. Actually, 1-1. Solanke scores. West Ham versus United. I'm taking West Ham. I don't
I'm
think
taking
United
West
got the
Ham
juice.
too.
I think
West Ham at home at the
They're-
London State. Come on, you Irons! Irons, Irons, Irons. Yep.
You know that in that United locker room, they know about the haircut guy. You know
Yeah,
they
they
have
have
that
to.
anxiety, especially if they go down 1-0, like, fuck, he's not going to get a haircut.
And players like Zerke are probably sitting there being like, fuck, everybody in United think I'm the haircut guy. So when I show up with my hair the same exact way after a 5th win, they're gonna say I'm a fraud and I'm scared. So he's definitely not gonna want to win because he wants to keep
Yep.
his hair.
Yeah, I think he's thinking that exact thing. It is crazy though, like the way social media works. Like, I guarantee you, if they go down 1-0 in like the 60th or 70th, Kobe Mainu in the back of his head, he's probably online, is like, fuck, lad's not going to get a haircut. Bruno's
You
just
want to know
going to
what's
be.
crazy to me? 100 years ago, a guy like that would probably die of like typhoid fever in like a trench
Kobe
in
Mainu?
France. No, the haircut guy. And nowadays he made a living off of not cutting his hair for 400 days. Like, how far the mighty have fallen.
Pooch essentially just said, we used to be men. Is what he just said. Thanks, Pooch. Yeah, I guess we'd be in a trench right now too. Or probably
No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't because we're not English.
Oh, you're right. Also, 100 years back, where was your family? Mine was in Spain.
Mine was in Italy. So you're right. We would be in a trench.
We would be in a trench. I probably wouldn't. We
We'd be
didn't
in a
really get involved in that.
trench
I'd be doing like Picasso paintings. Oh, where was your family 100 years ago?
I'd be hungry and farming over in Ireland.
That's a tough L. Damn. Even then, you'd be a little bro to us.
All right, well, that we did a whole thing to make ourselves big, bro, and it worked. Shout out to Free Ireland.
Shout out Free Ireland.
Up the raw.
City versus Fulham. What do we think here?
City.
Yeah, I think City wins, and now the pressure goes on Arsenal. Sunderland versus Liverpool.
Sunderland.
No big Dom.
Yeah, Sunderland.
Oh,
Liverpool.
Pool. That was just me saying Pool. Give me Liverpool and then give me Brentford over Arsenal. I feel it in my balls. I feel it deep in my testicles.
It'll be a tough game at Brentford at the G-Tech. I'm not taking anything away from them. I just think we have to be cool, calm, and collected, and we will be.
Oh, that's a great analysis. Sounds really good. Pooch is terrified. He's absolutely terrified. By the way, going back to Liverpool, Sunderland, was Mo Salah playing?
Mo
Yeah.
Salah.
He did play,
Mo
right?
Salah. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was shit.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I just remember like that whole situation with him went away. Coppa Italia, Napoli versus Como.
Pooch, what do you think, man?
Hey, what do you think, Pooch?
Part of me wants to say Como because I think Antonio Conte doesn't have that locker room, and I think they're on the downturn. Conte's second year and all that. But then another part of me is like Napoli on paper have the better team. So I'm going to say a draw.
I don't know if that can happen in a cup game, but obviously I'm going to take my Como boys. Oh.
Yeah, there's no question here. Let's move on.
Copa del Rey, we have the Basque Derby. That'll be a fun one. That's on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Barça contra Atletico Madrid. Two very
Interesting
big
how
games.
that works. Interesting how
Yeah,
that works.
A lot of people said that. A lot of people think this whole thing's rigged, which I'm honestly, as a Barca fan, so the Copa del Rey semifinals are a 2-leg, home and away. So I actually prefer this to play Atleti. I'd rather play them this than like a 1-leg knockoff and then play like Bilbao or Sociedad in just a one game. But give me Barca money line over Atleti. Give me Sociedad over Bilbao. After what happened in the last leg,
I think Bilbao is going to win. I think it's going to be a Bilbao Barca final. Barca 5-0 BTA final win.
wow. And Pooch is a
And that's
Barca
just
boy.
the coulier in me.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this prediction on Sports Mole, which I just looked up, it's I guess it's a new thing, says we say Bilbao 2-1 over Sociedad. Now I just kind of talked myself into Bilbao because they're at home. No, you know what? No, fuck that. Give me Sociedad. Give me my blue and white boys. Right? It's not telling me where they are.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
blue and white.
No, I know that. Thank you, Pooch. I know that. Sure. German Cup, we have Bayern versus Leipzig. It's Bayern.
Wait, real quick. Did you see the video of Leonard Carl? They're trying to tell me
Yes.
this guy's the next one up, and he's doing that. Like, dude, he's twerking for a move to Real Madrid after being a professional for 6 months, and then he does that. You know, Fiorentino saw that and ripped up his scouting report and tossed it in the trash and was like, he can never be here.
That was crazy. Those that didn't see the video, he's essentially in the corner, about to go at a defender, does like, a ball roll or like taps the ball between his legs, and the ball just goes right out of bounds. Just knocks it out of bounds. And the defender just hits him with a thumbs up to his face, like, fuck you. Awesome video. Yeah, I'll take Bayern over Leipzig.
Yeah, by like 18.
Ooh. All right. So that was our little bit of a midweek preview, weekend recap. We are now we talked about it a lot last episode, how we're going to start coming to the episode with some new stuff to teach people, to inform. I'm calling this ball knowledge, this new segment. And we're going to start off with Pubalgia.
It's a good name for this, too.
Right. Ooh, good job, Poochie. We're calling this ball knowledge. We're going to go into Pubalgia. I want to shout out an avid listener, probably our number one fan, and just a good person.
Rinaldi.
Dr. Michael L. Rinaldi. He texted me on the side earlier today and said, hey, do you want me to do a whole write-up here on Pubalgia? And when I say a write-up, I don't mean like, oh my God, he has pictures in this, guys. I'm going to send this to you guys. I didn't send it to the guys yet because I didn't want them to steal my thunder. This write-up is remarkable. It's a 2-page minimum. He got to 3 pages. 3 pages of write-up here on what Pubalgia is, because we've been saying sports around here, which my understanding is it's a lot more complicated to that. So let me jump in here. It's actually called Pubalgia. Oh, okay. Pubalgia. Okay. It's not Pubalgia, right? It's Spanish. So what is it? Pubalgia is a chronic tissue damage injury in the groin. Pooch, demonstrate where your groin is, please, for those watching. Good. Oh, nice. A little Jalen Brunson shirt. I didn't know you had that. Yeah, okay. Pubalgia, but okay. So it's most common in athletes with... Pooch is wearing a Jalen Brunson shirt. This is awesome.
Do you want to see the full fit?
Yeah, show me the full fit. Wait. Oh my God, he's winning the pooing. That's awesome, Pooch. Where'd you get that?
It was a Christmas gift.
That's tough as hell. Can I get back into Pubalgia now? So it's most common in athletes with high volume loads and sports that require lots of change of pace. So why was that funny?
You can't just drop a load on me like that as I'm drinking water, bro.
A lot of change of direction, pivoting, and kicking. So soccer naturally makes sense. It is not a hernia, despite it often being referred to as a sports hernia. Much more in line with a complex rotator cuff. Pooch, you know a little bit about this. In the sense that it is more commonly multiple small tears in an area with lots of overlapping tissue. So it's like a fullback overlapping, but then tearing his ACL, but in your penis.
Real quick, do you think when the doctor explained that first bit to Cole Palmer, he just went, "Oh, what? Can you do it on the teddy bear over there?"
Yeah, but he probably did it with like that weird like mouth breather shit he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. My pee-pee hurt. Anyway, so how can I treat it? Obviously an important question to ask. Maybe you're Pooch and you have Pubalgia in your shoulder. Conservative treatment is the most consistent. Rest and gentle PT can resolve minor cases in around 6 weeks. More severe cases require injection therapy or even tissue repair surgery, which carries a 4 to 6 month recovery period. Most high-level athletes will have advanced severe cases since it presents as general groin discomfort until it is relatively advanced. Movements to avoid are sprinting, pivoting, and kicking. Mike put in parentheses. Yikes. So, yeah, so obviously it is a big thing for soccer players. Why it's affecting the young lads, we don't know. But notable athletes with Pubalgia. Cole Palmer, Mentioned him. He's only played about 900 minutes this season on a strict limited minutes plan. He missed about 24 games from August 2024 to February 2026 for club and country. Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams. He's expected to miss another 2 months, Nico Williams, by the way, with this. Leo Messi actually had it. He required consistent treatment from 2004 to 2019. And then Franco Mastanu Tuano, the Real Madrid player, the Argentinian, he's on a strict training plan with limited game minutes because of this. Interesting enough, it actually, a lot of American athletes, American football players have had it too. So you have Deshaun Jackson, who missed almost the entire 19 season. Kareem Hunt, we knew he liked to kick. It led to a ruptured adductor in 2024 after attempting to play through the injury. He had dealt with it since 2019, and then he got surgery after. OBJ, Adrian Peterson. Oh, also OBJ said it was the worst injury in recovery of his career. Adrian Peterson required surgery in 2013 and said it was 10 out of 10 pain. He required a follow-up surgery and limited his ability to practice the rest of his career. JJ Watt had to deal with it. He was led to 5 torn muscles in his abdomen in 2015. Some 100% detached from the bone. That's some real Texas barbecue. He had that bone slipping off. Why is it so common now? Massive
Weather.
game value. Ooh, I should be asking you guys questions. So, guys, why do we think why is this so common now? There's 2 big
The
answers.
weather.
So that was not okay.
The
Maybe
weather?
yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah.
let's gentle
The
parent.
weather.
Let's gentle parent Pooch. Maybe let's try a different answer.
No, it's the weather. Trust me. It's because everything is getting so hot and moist now that your muscles aren't contracting and detracting enough, and they're getting stagnant. And then when you're trying to sprint after something, bam, Pubalgia.
Pubalgia.
Thank
you, Pooch. Massive game volume has been one of the biggest factors. Mike put that in all bold and capital letters. As with that in mind, right? Like Cole Palmer played 56 games last season. He could play it again 174 matches in about 2 to 3 seasons then. So a lot of games, a lot of those tears not appearing, healing. I don't know what I was trying to say. Pressure to perform. So if they're banged up, they're going to still try and play through it. And then, of course, misdiagnosis. So it's a chronic injury. So if it's present for a while, people think you just have like a sore groin and you're actually just tearing your shit up. First off, before we get into Pubalgia, a big shout out to Mike. He didn't have to do this. No one asked him to do this. Like, in a nice way to say it. A quick clap for the lad. Class's permanent Mike, CIP. He gets our class's permanent man of the week, I think. Is that fair? Or do we have someone else that we had in mind?
No. Mike, definitely for sure.
Mike has actually beat Bad Bunny to his class's permanent man of the week and Kid Rock. So that's huge. He beat those two. But
what a class.
Definitely what a not-go group, but very interesting to learn that. So it's not a sports hernia, despite them keep saying that. It's actually a bunch of tears, so it's more of a soft tissue issue. Bars. But yeah, that's some ball knowledge for you. So every week, I think we're going to come back with something new. So maybe Pooch, maybe next week you could come with something cool to share, whether it's something we've been bringing up and not understanding, whether it's, I don't know, maybe we shouldn't give Pooch this. Pooch is going to come back with some bullshit.
I'll text one of my sources to ask them about the designated player rule.
Yes.
In the MLS.
The DPs.
And have them give me a 1 to 2 page explanation.
Yes. That's actually terrific. Thank you, Pooch. We need to learn more about DPs.
Wait, Ethan,
yeah.
Headphone, cans off.
Yep.
Sosa, if you're listening, please do that for me. Thanks. Okay, cans on.
All right. It's a Tuesday. You guys have got this far in the episode.
Got the club going up.
On a Tuesday. All right, let's jump into the world famous Mystery 11. It's actually not that famous anymore because we haven't posted in a while. So we've been losing followers, yeah. Owen, are we ready? Oh, and this is like your segment. This is your claim to fame.
Yeah, it's an honor, really, to have been given this responsibility.
Congrats. All right, Owen, before we jump in, what's the formation?
Yeah, so for all intents and purposes, it's 3-4-3. There's a little bit of nonsense happening in the middle of the park there, but let's just say it's a 4-3.
Ooh,
A 3-4-3.
Ethan, he just gave us our first hint. He said nonsense. Adam Johnson is going to be one of the first one. It's a
Ooh.
team full of nonces.
To be clear, these left wing backs or these left mids? Like left mid, right mid?
No, they're midfielders for sure.
Okay. But like they're like wingers or is it like how are you doing this?
All right. By nonsense, I meant it's kind of a CDM CM 2 cam situation.
Whoa. Okay.
All right, goalkeeper.
Joan Garcia.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Are these players that directly transfer to their club's biggest rival? Damn it. Wait. You said it's a CDM, CM.
And then like 2 cams per se.
I'm gonna guess players that moved this past summer.
No.
That'd be such bullshit if that was right off the rip of a one-timer.
I know.
I'd literally
tried.
delete this and make him do it again. Which we've never done. Give me the center back, the big boy.
Javier Mascherano.
Barcelona
Big boy
players.
indeed.
Barcelona players. Are these players? I was gonna say, like, are these like non-La Masia players that
Played for Barca. What did we talk about last episode? Because there are always hints in that.
Ooh, I got it. Are these players that have in their first season with Barca won the Supercopa?
No.
Give me the left center back.
Carlos Salcido.
Not a Barca guy. I mean, if he was, it's just like before my time.
Oh, are these players that completed the quote retirement tour and played on every single continent?
No.
Dude, Joan Garcia didn't. What? Joan Garcia is
I
like
don't know.
23, dude. He just came out of Espa. Oh my god!
The first thing I saw
Such-
from last week was John Duran, and I
Such
knew
a bum.
Mascherano played on a couple of continents, so I completely forgot about Garcia. That's on me.
Such a bum, bro.
I should have put John Duran in this. We haven't talked about him at all this episode.
No, you're right. We should talk about John Duran. Okay, my turn. Give me one of these cams. It's clearly an attack focused, right? Because he has 2 cams in here.
How about Neymar?
Why didn't you just put him at left wing? Neymar.
You'll see.
Salcedo never played for Barca right now. He played his almost entire career in let me look up Joan Garcia. I mean, I know Garcia, but
Wait, where did Caicedo play his career?
like all in Mexico. He started Real Salt Lake. He started Real Salt Lake, then went Guadalajara. He did play at Fiorentina. He played at Frankfurt, Tigres, Toronto, Juarez, Cruz Azul, Juarez, Monterrey. Wait, they're all still
Okay.
playing. That's something to keep in mind, Pooch.
Give me the right center back.
Okay, we didn't even make a guess.
We didn't? I thought you did.
What did I guess for Neymar?
I don't know. I thought you did, though.
Are these guys? I don't know what to do here, Poochie. Are these guys everyone whose birthday is May 4th?
No.
So close.
Give me the right center back.
Diego Carlos.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it has to do something with playing on multiple continents.
Joan Garcia only played in Spain.
I'm telling you.
Diego Carlos, I guess he did play on multiple continents. Like, I don't know how to help you here.
Diego Carlos. Are these guys that all played in one of the 10 derbies that we mentioned last week?
No.
Oh, that's a great shout, Pooch. That was a great shout. I mean, this guy didn't. No, he did. Fenerbahce.
Yeah.
Mascherano obviously played.
Yeah, I saw Fenerbahce, I guessed.
Oh my God, what a shout.
Yeah.
Are these all guys that have won man of the match in one of the derbies we spoke about?
No.
Is it me now?
Yeah, don't know.
Give me the left winger.
Gabriel Martinelli.
So we have a lot of Brazilians and South Americans other than João Garcia.
Besides Garcia. I was going to say, did they all play in Super Classico?
No, because
Mm.
Martinelli played. Yeah, he's Corinthians, Ituano or whatever, and then Arsenal.
And we're sure that João Garcia didn't play in Brazil at all.
João Garcia, dude, is 24 years old. He just came up at Espanyol. He's
It's
been at-
just a question. Don't get mad at me. I'm trying. I don't like it when you yell at me, Ethan.
Because I have to save your ass on the last guess
I
every
don't
time. 'cause you
like
bullshit.
it when you yell at me because I'm trying. I'm trying
Because
my
I'm
hardest.
trying. I'm really trying.
I don't know. The Garcia one's throwing me off because I feel like the rest of them
Ooh, Pooch.
all connect. somehow.
Olympics?
No, he only played for Espanyol in Barcelona. So how could he have played in Greece? Guess it.
Did these guys all win the Olympics?
Yes.
Let's go. Let's go. Brazil
Yes.
made it easy for me. And then João Garcia was the starting goalie with the Olympics when Spain won the Euros. But funny enough, he doesn't actually have a Spain cap yet, João Garcia. He's only made a cap for Catalonia. All right.
Oh.
What was the rest of the team?
Let's see here. Pep Guardiola, Hector Herrera, Luis Enrique, Samuel Eto'o, and Messi.
Okay.
There we go. Messi would have given it away for me easy too.
Yeah, Sam.
I thought that like if I chose like a lot of like good players, it would make you guys think way more than you need to because you guys love to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
but
was
no,
good.
That was good. I wanted to do something topical.
If we started with Carlos Salcedo, you would have put my head on Mars. When I got João Garcia, I was like, all right, I don't want to say like know everything about this guy's career, but like I'm pretty confident with him. And then Javier Mascherano is where I was like, all right, Barca. If we went DM and we went Pep, would have soiled this whole thing. Because the amount of Barca in this would have like really just thrown me off. But all right. Wait, who was the other Cam?
It was Enrique.
Like Luis Enrique?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Look at that. Pooch, have you ever guessed one of these right?
Yeah. I
All
just
right.
did. We're a team.
You are right. We are a team. You do a really good job at picking players. You know that? Asking for
Teams-
positions.
Teams win championships. There is no I in team, but there
You're
is a me in that motherfucker.
Pooch is like Sam Darnold.
Ooh.
Hey, I'll take that.
I'm
I got
K9.
a ring in that case. I got
I'm
a ring in that
K9.
case.
Pooch just got to hand the ball off. One of these days we're gonna win in these games, Pooch. You know that you're gonna be the hero. Maybe
I
if we ever-
have. I've won footy 1-on-1 or footy 5-on-1 against
Yeah, but
you.
that wasn't a hero. When we're a team, you'll be a hero.
Oh,
All right,
Fair.
let's do Pooch's new segment called Guess the Footballer. It's a new game. Maybe we could clip it and put it on social media at some point in the next 3 months. So Pooch, how do you want this to go? So did Owen have to come
I
up with
want Owen to think of a random footballer right now. Type him into your little gizmo gadgety thing.
Yeah.
And
Pooch is
make sure you
27.
have his whole career path. And we'll go from there.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
This is great. This is good podcasting. Thanks for being prepared, Owen.
I didn't.
Oh, and I'm going to make you start sharing your screen now during episodes like we used to do in high school just to make sure you're on topic. You're on task. We're not paying you.
I literally work very hard.
Dude,
Okay.
I literally made us a LinkedIn page just so you can add it to your LinkedIn to show that you have like that we're like legit. Pooch, you too. That way Dow Jones can know what you're doing on your Monday and Thursday nights.
Is this true?
Nah, the government already knows enough about what I'm doing.
Type shit.
All right. Here's a good one.
Okay.
Perfect. Let me. Yep.
Word. All right, Ethan, you do Owen, give us the first club. His first ever, player's first ever club.
Yep. Hold on. Yep, I'm gonna get that club up right now. Getting it up as we speak.
This dude just have
First
a
club.
Are you still picking a player?
No, I have the player.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
You don't know his first club off the top of your head.
Here we go. Oh fuck, this is crazy actually. A.S. Cherbourg.
What?
Oh,
How do
you
you
don't know
spell that?
Cherbourg like that? They're
How you
Belgian.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Cherbourg. Oh, Pooch, you just know this team. Where do they play? They're not even Belgian. They're French, bozo. Pooch got a good laugh out of that.
Sometimes if you say something with enough confidence, the whole world believes you.
No, I agree. I say a lot of things with confidence. People just kind of believe me.
I was really hoping you just wouldn't look it up. I had zero clue.
All right.
You guess first, Ethan. Ladies first.
Sure. How about... Ooh, I don't know. Giannis Fleury.
No, that would not be the one.
Thierry Henry.
No.
Okay.
Nicholas
next club.
Anelka.
No.
N'Golo
Next
Kante.
club. Next club. Don't. That's not how the game works.
Florian Thauvin.
The next club would be Marseille B.
Okay. Now I go. Florian Thauvin.
No, that's not it.
Now Ethan.
Who's come up at Marseille? Zizou.
No.
He didn't come up
Okay.
at Marseille.
Next club.
Remus B.
Ethan, you're up.
Oh my God, dude, this is the worst game we've ever done. This is literally why Pooch get... Ramus? Dude, N'Golo Kante.
No.
Florian Thauvin.
Let me guess. No, you can't. It's not how the game works. You get one guess.
Matteo
per round.
Guendouzi.
He went to Cherbourg, to Marseille B, to Randy.
Randy.
I'm
good that
gonna
Pooch is thinking
guess
deep about this.
Samuel Umtiti.
No.
Okay, next club.
He got promoted to the A team. Remus.
Okay, next after that.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
He went to, I always struggle to say the name of this club, Rennes in France.
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna guess Todibo.
No, Jean-Claire Todibo came at Barca. He started in France, so we signed him, and then he came over. I'm going to go with N'Golo Kante.
Did you already guess it?
Yeah, 3 times. Blaise Matuidi.
No.
Pooch, you're up.
He's given the next club now, because I already guessed.
And he makes the trip to a new continent. That's not true. To a new country. And finds himself at Chelsea.
From Rennes?
Rennes to Chelsea.
Who have they had that's French? I mean Giroud, but he wasn't like that. Hazard didn't come from there. He came from Lille, right?
Oh, I think I have it.
French? Why
You
can't
better
I think
get this right. You better get this right. You better get this right, because I have it locked.
All right, get it then, Pooch.
No. It's your turn. I can't.
No.
I can't
Pressure's on
cheat
you
the game.
instead.
I can't
N'Golo
cheat the
Kante?
game.
N'Golo Kante.
Axel Disisi.
Yeah, you got it right. Good one, Pooch. Next club.
Ali.
Oh, is this Mendy?
Yes.
Yeah, another win for the good guys. Me. Another L for Pooch.
I'll take the L's as long as we're trying new things. I'll take the L's.
Interesting. Well, that's
Did
I
you
guess
guys
all
have
we.
fun?
I enjoyed myself.
Yeah,
I
thought
think
that
I
was a
might.
fun little game.
I can tighten that up from my end, and then that'll be 3 great segments.
I mean, my plan was to have it best out of 3, but after the one round, I feel
We're
like
good
we
on
could
that.
probably,
We're good on that. You know what? This
There's
is
a
fun.
lot of soccer players.
I know.
When I started hearing about Rasmus, that's when I kind of checked out a little bit mentally.
I checked out after that. I was like,
back
all
in
right.
for Chelsea, but all right. We got anything else, fellas?
Trying to think if I have anything else.
Anything you want to get off your chest, Pooch?
Lots of things.
Like who?
They
What's his
mostly have
name?
to do. They mostly have to do with the state of cybersecurity
Okay.
and the oceans. But
That being said, it was another amazing episode of the Class is Permanent podcast. We kept it short. We kept it sweet for you. Happy Tuesday. We'll have more content coming for you in the future episodes. The nice part is that we finished a little bit earlier, so our good friend Owen here has time to actually cut this up already before we went to bed. He's a sleepy boy, but he works late for you guys. We are going to start opening up donations so that way we can fund a new graphic designer or to just pay Owen so that way he could quit his dead-end job. I love I'm in a dead-end job too. Couldn't even open the restaurant today. We had a pipe first. You know how bad I felt for all the people that wanted tacos and burritos and they couldn't come in?
Did it
I
not
drove
freeze?
by at 6 p.m. when I was done from work, and I was like, "Why is Fred Base closed?"
Yeah, I wrote the sign on the door that says closed due to pipe burst.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah.
Did it not freeze? Because
What?
it's so cold. The water.
Well, here's what I don't get is I agree with you. So this place is open 7 days a week. So the whole thing with pipes bursting is when you don't use your pipes, they freeze. So they're like, oh yeah, the pipes froze and they burst. I'm like, but you literally used the water like 12 hours ago.
Right.
Like, why don't the pipes in my house burst then? Because like, I don't know, we sleep for 8 hours. Like, didn't really make sense. Whatever. I guess I got a free day off of work, which, when you are working where you actually have to work to make the money, it's not like a day of PTO. It's just so we're a little broker today, but that's all right because we won at the Super Bowl. Yeah, this will be a fun one. Owen, I love you. You're a good guy. Pooch, you're all right. That being said, class is permanent. Form is temporary. Have a good week. We will see you guys again on Friday. We're looking forward to it. Peace.